Journey into Mystery Annual 1 came out and showcased the first fight between Hercules and Thor, and since then the two have had countless altercations, so it's time to find out who is actually stronger. When talking about an inverse topic such as this, we need to look to see if they have any past altercations. In this case, we will start with Journey into Mystery Annual 1, where they had their first fight. The comic opens with Thor fighting off the frost giants, and while he is doing so, he falls through a portal and ends up in Olympus. While exploring Olympus, Thor comes face to face with the god of strength, Hercules. And with that, the first major fight between Hercules and Thor happened. In this fight, they appeared to be evenly matched. Both are gods of strength and power after all. The battle raged on until Zeus came in and ended the fight. He then forced them to declare a bond of friendship, and then Thor went on his way. So, what does this fight tell us? It tells us that in their first encounter, Thor and Hercules were equals, neither one having the edge over the other. And with that, let's talk about Thor issue 126. The time Hercules actually got the better of Thor. The fight began over a woman, Jane Foster. This time around, once again, the two seemed to be equals, trading blow for blow multiple times, with Thor eventually standing over Hercules. This fight catches the eye of the Allfather, Odin, and he is furious. In order to punish Thor for starting this fight, he takes away a sizable portion of Thor's power. With Thor no longer having his full might, Hercules begins to bully the god of thunder. Once Hercules realizes Thor is weakened, he doesn't have the urge to fight anymore, but the people declare him the winner of the bout. So, what does this new fight tell us? It tells us once again that Thor and Hercules are relative. Yes, Hercules would end up winning, but that was because Thor's power was drained. While they would have bouts such as their famous arm wrestle, the last one we are going to talk about is something called Thor Blood Oath, where it's a modern depiction of who would win in a fight. The comic opens with Thor confronting Hercules while he is drunk. They both exchange a few words before Hercules attacks Thor, and thus their fight begins. Hercules bear hugs Thor and attempts to crush him. Thor's response is hitting Hercules with a massive headbutt. Hercules would fall back in pain before lunging at Thor. After successfully stomping on Thor, Thor would pick him up and twirl him just as he would Mjolnir. Thor launches Hercules in the sky, but he dives back down and their fists connect, causing a massive shockwave. After this, Hercules successfully gets Thor in a headlock. Continuing on to the next issue, Thor uses his lightning to get out of the headlock Hercules put him under, thus ending the conflict. This fight once again does not tell us who is more powerful, because Hercules was drunk. Now, let's talk about... Now that we are done looking at the characters' past altercations and have not drawn a conclusion to who would win in a fight, it's time to look at the feats of both characters. Starting off with strength, we know that their past altercations have proven that they are equals, but some notable feats between the two of them are Hercules being able to hold up the weight of the heavens for 3 hours, and Thor being able to push the world engine. In order to complete both of those feats, you need to possess infinite strength. Same goes for experience. Both are as old as multiple centuries, and they have both been in countless battles. it would be really hard to determine who would have better experience. So we can just say they have equal or relative experience. Moving on to durability. Hercules' best durability feat is probably being able to take multiple attacks from World War Hulk. On the other hand, Thor has been able to take attacks from Odin, Thanos, Hulk, and more. Thor was also able to survive being up close next to a god bomb that was meant to kill all gods across every timeline. With all this being said, I think Thor takes durability. I believe Thor would also take battle IQ. Thor has shown a greater ability to implement strategies within his fights. In terms of reaction speed, I think they are equal. Both have been able to dodge Mjolnir and dodge each other. In terms of travel speed though, I would give this to Thor, because he has Mjolnir. He has appeared as a blur while racing Silver Surfer. Moving on to weapons, again, this category goes to Thor. I think this one is pretty obvious. Herc's mace has had to match Mjolnir blow for blow before, but Mjolnir just has more power within it. So yeah, Thor takes this one as well. Moving on to abilities. This again does easily go to Thor. Hercules really just has god strength, speed, durability. He doesn't really have any true abilities. Thor can call his hammer through dimensions, he can send people to places beyond time, he can drain immortality, and he can also increase his strength tenfold with something called Warrior's Madness. And his most powerful ability by far is his God Blast, which has been able to damage Galactus. The final category will be power. He was stated to be one of the only people to be able to take on Hulk by himself. He was able to damage World War Hulk with a punch, and it was stated that he had the power to shake the universe. This is impressive, but Thor has been able to match a destroyer-amped Odin. During Odin's battle with Set, it was stated that they were causing ripples across every plane of reality and unraveling the very fabric of the multiverse. To put this into perspective, Hercules has the power to shake universes, while Thor can match the power of Odin, who has the power to unravel the Marvel multiverse, just from a battle. So again, this category would go to Thor. So, with all of that being said, who is actually stronger? The obvious answer is Thor. He has matched the power of multiverses. He has proven to have better durability feats. Mjolnir is much stronger than Hercules' mace. And Thor is just overall superior, even though their past encounters have shown them as equals. And that is it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and if you have any ideas that you want me to do, comment them down below.